Well, first of the year, and a little update. So, I was planning on, when I woke up today, and I went to bed last night, planning on putting the tile down. I thought I'd risk it with the temperatures, but woke up, it came out, and it was too cold. I left the lights on in the trailer, heat things up, and it was in the 40s. So at that point, there's two issues with temperatures being under 65. One is the adhesive performance is hindered, and the other is the tile expands and contracts a bit with heat. Now, I was actually trying to measure the change in width and length of the tile as the temperature of the trailer changed, and I didn't really notice much, but really looking at maybe changing 5 degrees Fahrenheit in the trailer, and even at that, I'm probably spot changing the temperature as opposed to really influencing the temperature of the floor or the tile. So at that point, I said, okay, well, I'm not going to risk it, because I could do it and then wait an extra long period of time for the glue to harden and then put the tiles down, but then it was going to get cold again at night. So then I'd have to wait maybe 2 or 3 days to make sure the tile was sealing. And I did learn that there is a bit of a chemical reaction between the tile and the adhesive, with the temperature being at the right level. So all that together, I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna have to wait until really Monday or Tuesday to do some more work anyhow. So why don't I bag it and just wait for the temperatures to go up. And what I'll do, and this is what I did, is I'll put the cabinets in, get a sense of how they fit, and when it comes time to tile, I'll be able to take them out really quick at that point. So that's what I focused on today, and I was actually really glad I did that, because I did realize, there's my wheel well on the street side. I did realize as I put in the cabinet that I put the wheel well too far out to the side, and that was interfering with how the cabinet was going to go in. So obviously I had to pull that off, which is a bit of a bummer, and I'm a little peeved with myself, because I said when I put it in, oh, let's just put 4 screws in, and just to hold it in place until I know I'm in the right spot. But I got a little overconfident, put all the screws in, so then it was just a mess getting it back out with the putty. But I got it out and cleaned it up, and it's ready to go back in. But while I was doing that, I decided to go ahead and put the cabinet in. So the cabinet, I'm liking the color. I think it's going to work. Get the cabinet in on this side. It's clamped down here, but I did actually screw it down on this side. So there is a screw holding this in here. And I'm looking pretty good, squared up, level, vertical on the support beams. I do have a little bit more of a gap here than I was expecting, so that might get pulled in as I start putting paneling in here. Remember, I'm going to put panel that's going to get sandwiched in here, but the panel's only 1/8 of an inch. But I'm feeling pretty good about the wall being in a good spot. The cabinet is sitting in the right spot. And there's going to be the front panel that goes in here. I've got the brown backing board down below. And back here, I'll probably put actually some more brown backing board. And then I'll put a backsplash here, which I'm thinking it's going to be a metal. And then the upper cabinet will go up top. I'm not going to put that in until later, because that would just add some more weight to the wall, and I want to wait on that. So the curbside cabinet, the closet, is looking pretty good. It really went in really nice, flush with the door. So boy, I spent a lot of time on that, and feeling really good that is all squared up. So that looks good. And then same thing on this side. This all matched up nicely. And right now, all I'm doing is clamping it in, because again, once I put the tile in, I'll have to take it back out, or gotta raise it up or work underneath it. So I figure I'll just clamp it at this point, and that's going to provide the support to the wall. And so I'm feeling pretty good with that. Cabinets are lining up well in the horizontal, so that's looking good. I did start marking my tiles where I'm going to go, and yes, I know I need to come out here and actually start in the middle, but I wanted to make sure the seam of the tile ran in the middle of the door, and then I'll have a red-white pattern there, and then I'll bring it back up, and then I'll have another seam going right down the middle. So I did lay out all the tile ahead of time and tried it, but then I packed them back up. I'm gonna actually wipe them all down. So then the other thing I decided to do is start doing some metal work. Got to straighten out some of these pieces. They just got bent in the process of pulling out nails, or maybe they were bent before, but some of them just need to, this one here just needs to get straightened out. And I'll have two ways to straighten it out. I'll use a pair of lock pliers, a little wider, and then also my vise to really clamp it down. And then I also started working on the rear door. Yeah, I was going to leave it alone, but then I noticed I had some rot down the corner. So like everything, I had to, in order to get to this piece, because they're double nailed on both sides, nailed on this side and on the other side. Oops, nailed on this side and nailed on from the inside. I actually have to take out the whole thing and then replace it. And the paneling that was on here was all rotted, so I knew I was going to replace that. But once I pulled that off, and that's the remnants of that, then I saw the rot, and a bunch of dirt and debris came out, and so at that point I didn't know what the extent of the problem was. So then I had to start doing some disassembly. And whoever invented twisty nails, oh, curse you. Those are tough to get out. All right, so that's the update right now, and actually feeling like made good progress today. I think things are starting to line up. So if I really wanted to, I could try throwing the skins on and seeing how that lines up. But before I do that, I do need to finish the door. I gotta build in this piece right here, and then maybe I should put the door on at some point. So okay, that's the update, and doing pretty good for first of the year.